first first I actually became sick when I was 24 years old. I was in a prime of my life. I was in school. I was very active in school, basketball, competitive sports, and I woke up one morning, horrible headaches, feeling like completely horrible. And I was wondering what was going on, so I made some calls to my family, and they said, you have to go see a doctor. So I drove to the hospital, and they said that my blood pressure was 196 over 144. And being 24 years old, I knew exactly what that meant. I knew that meant that something was horribly wrong, so I went to the hospital, and they started injecting me with all kinds of needles to bring my blood pressure down. 10 days later, they still didn't know what was going on. So I went back home to Timmins, and that doctor said, well, your actual kidneys are failing, and we have to jump on this right now. We got to stabilize it. So they pumped me through medications. And at the time, being 24, being in school, I didn't know what to do. My whole life was turned upside down. So long story short, everything stabilized. And then I actually got married to my beautiful wife September, about 4 months after being married. My kidneys failed again, but this time for good. So it was a horrible way to start a marriage, right? Really hard times right away. So started, at home PD, did that, and at work, I told my story to so many people, and word got around, and this man heard about it, and he stepped up and said that I want to donate. I'd like to help you out. So he contacted the nurse, he contacted me, and I told him exactly what to do, get the information, and long story short, he was a match as much as he was my own brother. And I have 4 brothers that actually got tested, and they were all ruled out due to various reasons that just happened. But I was so happy that he stepped up to donate, and the actual process took place here in Toronto at St. Mike's Hospital, and the surgery date was on my birthday, May 5th. And a funny fact was the doctor came walking into that room to tell my parents and my wife that the surgery was a perfect surgery at the exact time that I was actually born on May 5th, 1982. So I'm involved with the TAP program because I want to give back just the same way that he did with me. And I've been in mining for about 8 years, and I've been underground for about 6 years. And the point of my story is to tell your story. Don't be scared to share it. Just do it in the most comfortable way possible. If people ask you some questions, share the most basic information. And you know what? That story could be spread just by people talking, people sharing that, and then you just never know. Maybe someone will hear about it and they'll say, hey, well, I thought about donating. Maybe I could donate to this guy, or maybe a friend of mine would like to donate. So don't be afraid to share your story, because people at work, like mine, they're all big grown men, tough guys, but they all got big hearts, and they decided to donate. And if I'm able to help out someone else with my story, then it was all worth it.